Ladies and gentlemen, and all the rest of you space pirates out there, hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. And am I recording? Wait, hang on. Yep, I'm recording. Anyway, welcome back to Space Engineers. And today we are going to... Can you see it from this side a little bit? Nope, it's blocking it. Let's have a look-see out here. I'm going to show... What happened to my door? Weird. I'm going to show you what I've been working on in the background a little bit. Whoops. Put my helmet on. There we go. My helmet's back on, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's let me go healing because that's gonna get annoying fast. There, you big weenie. You're only down to 80-something%. Why is it still... That was weird. Alright. So, anyway, let's head outside with my helmet on this time. Helmet is on, right? Off. On. Yep. Yep, because no more oxygen in here. And outside we go. And right over here you can begin to see a shape, which is our protective wing down here. This is kind of giving some more protection to our general area back here where all of our engines and manufacturing is. And also what will house, as you see right here, decoys. Now I realize that these wings are also going to put a bit of a blind spot right here, so I think what I may do is right under here I may come down and pipe out a couple of turrets. At least two, strictly for defense, on outside here. Probably one right about here, and one right about here above the decoys. And anyway, sorry about the interruption. Had a small text there I had to deal with. But with the decoys there and the two defensive turrets here, that should eliminate the blind spots of these wings from this side. And what I may do is put one or two down here, pipe in one or two turrets down here, and maybe one or two up here. I gotta leave some room for my attachable attack ship and multi-tool ship. Multi-tool ship. So we may end up leaving this down here clean for the ships, and up here the attack ship. So we may just have to deal with broadside weapons and none on the top and the bottom. But anyway, today's main objective is to finish this, go ahead and start placing out our nacelles, our thruster our thruster pods up here, and trying to duplicate it over here. Shouldn't be too hard. It's nothing too terribly complicated. And at first I thought this was going to look weird, but I think I'm actually liking the overall shape of it, especially when it gets done. I think it's going to be pretty neat. But don't worry about these decoys. I'm actually going to put some... What is that out there? Okay, so we have a raid in progress. Bring it on, son. They're both coming too. Holy moly. What is that out there anyway? That's another Argentavis. Well, come on, you little twerp. I'll turn my Gatling guns on for you. I think they're already on. Let me make sure. So here's something fun to get the day started, huh? Forward turrets on. That's thrusters. Turn those off. Gatling is on. Missile turrets are on. Missiles. Okay. Everything is turned on. So hopefully, very shortly, we should have... Yep! There they go! And that little fella is just getting obliterated. And what's left is like a scattergun, just... debris everywhere. Why don't you come on over here, buddy? Actually, I think he might be coming over here. So, anyway. Let's kind of wait out this little raid, because I don't know if it's heading towards me or not. I don't know if it's close enough to actually lock into me, because it's going pretty slow. But I'm going to wait this out to make sure we're not going to get a major attack on us. Yep, that is an Argentavis. And once this is over, I'm going to begin the welding process of this, which I think I'm actually out of steel plates, so I need to do that. So while we're waiting on that to do what it's doing, let's go ahead and queue up some steel plates. Let's see, production. Alright, we're missing... What are we missing there? Iron? Magnesium. We're running low on magnesium, it looks like. We're making some, it looks like. Yeah, I may have to do a... I'll do some mining today, too. So let's go back up here and just queue up a bunch of steel plates. Because I'm going to need them. Queue up another 10,000 or so. That should be enough for now. And there we go. And has it spawned anything else in? Not yet. But it is getting pretty darn close. I think it has locked into us. Maybe. Alright, so I'll tell you what. I'm gonna shimmy around here for a few minutes, and if it does get close and start giving us an issue, I'll bring you back, and we'll see how this thing fares against it. Alright, I don't think the Argentavis has an AI to send after us like the little drones do. I think those are just the floating ships, and they may spawn them in. Because it doesn't look like it's turning towards me. It's just kind of floating away at a general angle that's towards me. However, I do have to keep an eye open for what it spawns in. So I think we're fine for now. It's that little weapons platform that came over here just up, and what just spawned in down there? Mining carriage. Okay. So I think we're safe. I think we're fine. Do we incur any damage from the scatter shot of debris that was floating? Because that was actually a pretty cool shot. I think we're fine. I don't think we took any major damage or anything. Okay. Anyway, back to what we was doing. I swear that thing is destructively close, isn't it? I'm almost tempted to go out there after it, but I don't want to get myself killed. Anyway, turns out I already had about 10,000 plates queued up, so I'm going to go ahead and grab what I need to finish this arm here and that. And I think what I'll do is, once this is all welded up, I'll bring you back for the design and placement of the thruster pod up here. Okay? Okay. Alrighty. We are back, and I got my wing and nacelle arm all welded up. And yeah, I think I really do like this simple little shape going on right here. On this backside where my, what do you call those? I forgot what you call them. What do you call them? Decoys. All I did was put some catwalks down for some basic shielding on it. The way I figure it, most drones aren't smart enough to come around things, so I generally don't have to worry about it kind of showing up and say, oh hey, heavy armor, let me come around here and shoot this side instead. They're not going to do that. Not to mention, as just demonstrated twice now, small drones get completely obliterated by my my defensive line here. Large ships that would come in, I would probably have to tank it, and that's the reason why we have heavy armor here over our decoys. And hopefully, before we deal with all that, we'll have us an attack ship that sits quite snugly right here, roughly right here, that we can detach and go off and, you know, like deal with things like that over there. But that's neither here nor there today. We will deal with those. I will probably do the attack ship off camera because it probably gonna be nothing pretty, nothing special, and it's probably gonna favor this ship, which I'm actually may have got a name for it. Speaking of, I will get to you on that before we end this episode. Anyway, let's get to designing out a thruster pod, and I realized that I have the Sage thrusters, the industrial thrusters here, and I think because of their high content of thruster components, you know, being fairly well balanced, I'm gonna use them, but I'm not gonna use many of them. I will just maybe on each pod here put one back, one forward, and then fill out the rest of the front, back, left, right, up, and down with the standard thrusters. And that way we should have plenty of maneuverability. Probably look pretty cool too. Which may eliminate the need for our hydrogen thrusters, but you know, the hydrogen thrusters look pretty sweet back here, so we're just going to keep them on there and let that ride. And anyway, let's get to placing some blocks. And I think the first thing we're going to did is probably do something. Let's see. Let's go back to my light armor because we don't need the heavy. Let's grab that one, and I don't know that I'll need these, but I'll grab them anyway. And I will start with a line of these. Like so, and I'm actually going to extend this out both ways a little bit. Probably won't stay this long. We'll figure that out as we go. And let's pull it about that far. That's going to get in the way of my guns, isn't it? Not really. If I'm flying the ship, I can rotate it and get it broadside without any issues. And honestly, again, drones aren't very smart, so I'm not too worried about it. And they should be focusing in on our decoys down here, which will draw them right into the line of fire. And it's not like I'm running into player characters. It's a private universe. I'm not playing online or nothing, so I don't have to worry about a poor design in that respect. And what just came in? Mine layer. So anyway, back to what I was doing. Let's draw this out back this way. About yay far. Right about there, I think. Is that gonna be too much? Oh, that hurt. Note to self: watch where the hell you're flying. I didn't even realize I was going that fast. Didn't seem like it. What am I doing? Go downstairs, you ding-dong. Alright. Let's see if we can't recover my stuff. I think my body done took off thanks to gravity. And I've got some flickering lights. Small storm coming up on me. I don't... Oop, get out. I don't think it's gonna get rough on us, but I may end up having to cut this recording short for the day. So let's see, where did I hit? Up here somewhere, I think. Maybe. Where'd my body go? It's right about here when I died, I think. It's right about here. Where's my body location? Down there. Let's see how close that is. It went away pretty quick, didn't it? Is it here's the question? Because I had quite a bit. I had quite a bit of stuff on me. Nope. Well, that kind of sucks. I had quite a few plates and some good tools on me. And some other goodies, I think. I think it was mostly steel plates and interior plates, but I hated the fact that I just lost my good tools. Well, what? I guess I ran into the wall behind me. Damn it, man. Alright. Hang on a minute. Okay. Back at it. And let's try not to bump my head this time. Thank you. Now, is that too far back? I think that's going to be too far back on the backside. Let's come back down here and chop this up and keep it a little bit closer to the nub. Like, maybe right there. Watch out, head. Yeah, I think that'll do. Now from here, I'm going to go ahead and center up. Do I have thrusters already attached in here somewhere? I don't have anywhere. Let's put them here. Let's put all our thrusters here. And let's get, that's the centered thruster. Yeah, let's use, I'll look at both of them. And we will go ahead and get these armored ones, because they're there, why not? Might as well use the armored ones. Now, let's go to our normal sage thruster here. And let's see, let's pull out here and let's have a look-see at it. I think that'll do. They're 3 wide, aren't they? Or are they 4 wide? They are 3 wide, so right there's going to be stupendous. Let's do that. Well, I really hope these things have a proper model for this version, because that's going to suck if they're just gray models. Now, I did put that on correctly, it looks like. So let's move over here. Oh no, don't run into it, please. And let's put this nice big sage thruster right there. Somewhere. Right about there. I think it was roughly on the 3rd one on the other side, so let's flip it over like that. Alright, so there is those. Wait, did that place right? I guess it placed right. It didn't place right, did it? No, it didn't. Alright. Let's go back to my tools here and grab these and that. And give me that back. Let's pop that off of there. Right there. Let's try that again. Put it on the 3rd one. Alright, there's the 3rd one. And is it facing correctly? Oh wait, that's the wrong one. That's the one I need. Since these are on the end, I don't really have to worry about it being centered. Yeah, put that on the 3rd one right there. Okay, I guess it is placed right. Why does this other one look like it's not then? Was that a centered one? We're going to let it be. We are going to let it be. Now, we got our 2 thrusters to and fro, and I think for good measure we are going to go to here and flip it right there around. Man, these things are hard to place. They're so big when they're close up. Okay, I may have to actually weld these up first. Well, it might not look too bad there. I don't know. Alright, tell you what, we may need to go and weld up these sage thrusters just so we can see what they look like and make sure they're set right. But that means we're going to need a whole buttload of thruster components. So let's see how many we already got. I think it needs roughly about 2,500 each. And we have how many? Not enough. Okay, so if we go back here and look at the sage thruster, we need... Now let's look at it in here. We need almost 3,000 thruster components. Everything else is very manageable, except for the steel tubes, maybe. Okay. I may have to take a short break here for some mining, but let's see what we can do. So let's go ahead and queue up roughly 6,000 thruster components, because how many do the normal thrusters take? 80 each there, and 1,000 each there, roughly. So I'm gonna say we need at least 10,000 for a safe, good measure, because we're gonna build some more ships that go along with this one. And let's go into here, into our production. Let's go down to one that's not making anything. And this needs cobalt, gold, platinum, and iron. So I wonder... I don't remember. Oh well. Excuse me while I queue up 10,000 of these the old-fashioned way. And there we go. And I think while that is churning away, I'm going to get rid of this. Wonder where that one got placed. Get out of there. While that's churning away, I'm going to cut here and go do some mining. I think we still got plenty of iron because I've already went and got a full load of iron. Platinum it said we needed. Cobalt it said we needed. Let's check our supplies. Let's check our supplies. Let's go into cargo, and there is that. Nickel, I've got quite a bit. Platinum, I have almost none. Silver, cobalt, I have a little bit. And what do these need? Let's go back into production real quick. Cobalt and gold. I got no gold. Alright, so it looks like we need gold and maybe platinum. Let's go back to our inventory. Gold and platinum, that's what we need. Alright. We also need a load of magnesium so we can keep making these. Let's see, let's go back to production. And let's have a look at this. We are short on platinum, which we're about to go get. That looks like platinum for that one. And this one we are short. And there goes some more flickering. I may have to cut here. So magnesium, gold, and platinum is what we need to be making. Churning out. So I think, for the moment, I'm going to go ahead and cut my recording here so I don't lose everything I just got. And I'm going to do some mining, and when the storm passes, I'll bring you back and show you the progress. See you soon. And we are back. Still thundering a little bit out there, but the flickering has stopped, and I don't think it's going to do much, so we're not going to worry about it right now. Hopefully I won't lose power in the middle of recording, because that would suck. But on the other side of the ship, where I've been working, kind of to pass the time as we went, I have got the general shape of the nacelle done, sort of. And put those back. And what I've got to do is put all these thrusters into the other sage thruster, and I'm still working on it. I've actually went ahead and cranked up the efficiency on the refineries and the assemblers, mainly because something horrible happened just after I turned off the recording and went to working behind the scenes. I grabbed my drill ship to go get some materials, and I backed my behind right up into the ship, and just, it was ugly. So I reloaded my last save, which unfortunately was pretty much at the beginning of the recording. So I had to come back and do all this again before I even started to pick up where I left off. But in doing so, I pretty much didn't lose what I lost when I banged my head and got killed, so there was that. There's a hidden blessing in there. Let's see, what else was going on here? The Argentavis didn't show up, unless that happened beforehand. I don't remember now. But anyway, we're going to have a look-see here. The nacelle here, the thruster pod, will consist of, as I said in the beginning, one sage thruster in the front and the back, both sides, and this little array of thrusters up, down, and left and right. And that should be about all I need for basic maneuvering, because true travel is going to happen in the fighter ship when we build it, the drill ship, and if need be, the tool ship, as we're going to call it, since it's going to be both grinding and grinding and welding. This will be traveling mostly by jump drives. Did I just repeat myself? I don't know. I don't know anymore. But anyway, that's where we're at now. And anyway, I'm going to go ahead and try to get the sage thrusters welded up. And hopefully by the end of this episode, I will have this nacelle completely finished. And at the very least, this other side started. Because next couple episodes, I want to go after that. I want to get over there, close to it, and start sniping it with our front missile here, and start taking out all of its... What's that coming in? Commercial freighter. All of its defenses. Go in and steal all of its junk. And then hyper jump out of here. Or jump drive out of here. Jump out of here. Whatever. We're going to get out of here. And yeah, so in the next couple episodes, I want to be ready. I want to be getting out of here. So every chance I get, I've been going after some more ice, so our hydrogen will be filled up when we need it, and our oxygen will be fully loaded when we need it. And hopefully, when you see me next, I'll be welding up the outside skin of this nacelle. So I'll see you then. Alrighty, we are back, and before you see the bright red nacelle that's going to make up one half of our thruster pods. It's not really bright red. It's a good red. I like this red a lot. And a little more welding yet to do, and I almost killed myself again. A little more welding to do. I've got over 3,000 thruster components left. Is it thruster components? I think. Yeah. Which should finish out these thrusters here, and I got a little more welding to do underneath, right here. And then we'll be finished with the right side. Is that starboard? I think that's a starboard. Is the left side port? I don't know. Someone correct me on that. The right side of the ship is almost done, and if this episode seems a bit short, I'm probably going to do a sped up bit on the finished product. So I'm gonna go grab my thruster components, pop them in now, finish this out, and when I'm done, I'll bring you back for a quick question, and we'll be done with this episode. And I might actually come down here and feather this right here out a little bit too, but y'all probably not even gonna see or notice that until I show it to you. But anyway, be back soon. And there we go. There is our right nacelle. And our right side protective wing with the heavy armored decoys. I'll remember what the hell to call them one day. Now we just got to mirror this on the other side, and this big girl will be ready to fly. And that won't happen tonight, though, because it's getting a little bit late for me. At the very least, late if I want to try to get this edited and pushed out tonight. But a couple of things of note. I am noticing, and almost killed myself again, that these are not going to have much of a function outside of exterior access to my inventory, which is fine. They're going to stay there that way on both sides. But what I'm noticing is that right here, nestled in this little cove, might be a good spot for my tool ship and drill ship to go. Right on top. And right here is where the fighter ship will go, and that will leave us room underneath here for another strip this way of about 3 or 4 turrets for some more defense on a bit of a blind side, which we have underneath. We're still going to have a small bit of a blind side over here, but it's kind of unavoidable, especially with this design going on. But again, with these decoys, any drone should be drawn straight to these, which will lead them right into their line of fire. So we should be fine in that regard. And the top ship will also act as the top defense, because its turrets and all will remain active, as well will its rear and all side thrusters, because it'll all be piped up, and it'll just be all the extra all the extra bits, thrust and whatnot. Because I think I may actually hook it up via what do they call them, merge blocks. So like 2 merge blocks and a pipe and a connector, so we can load it up with ammunition and ammo and whatnot. I just said ammunition, fuel. So anyway, there is our ship getting closer and closer to being done. I don't know if this is going to be enough side thrust. It should be, because again, this big girl here ain't going to be for maneuvering into battle. It's going to be for getting close to an asteroid and hiding, while the attack ship does all the dirty work. So this is mostly defensive at best, and mostly for exploration. So we should be okay in that regard. We should be okay, and the Sage thrusters to and fro here should be enough thrust to get us where we need to go short range. Yeah. So one of the things that are definitely left, I mentioned in another episode where I was going to put, like I did down here, the railings, the catwalks, for a little bit of protection against our conveyor blocks here. Unfortunately, these here on either side of that, I can't place anything. I can't place anything. The freaking block on these things are enormous, and it's stupid. So it's gonna, I can't do it. It won't let me. And I could put one there and there, but that's gonna leave the other 4 exposed, along with this one here. I mean, I could put 2 right here, but again, small ships are quickly becoming debris before they can get close enough to cause any damage. And large ships shouldn't come anywhere near us, because we're not going to be close enough to that with our ship to get a large drone coming after us. Hopefully. That's the plan anyway. But before we leave off here, I just wanted to mention that we do have one more thing we're going to take care of, and it's probably going to be in the next episode, which by the next episode, the right side of this should be finished over here. The left side, sorry. The left side should be finished on this side. And we should be test driving this big girl. But a name. Because I am slowly growing more and more fond of this ship as I build it. And she's going to need a name. And I've got an idea. I've got an idea. I want some help with it, though. Because what is essentially Yeah, what is essentially that? The Penile Master. There is a reference that is going to get a name in that regard, and I will download the letters mod and plaster that right across here. If no one has a suggestion that I like enough to use, come the next episode I will reveal her name as well as go for a test drive. And we will begin laying out blocks and more or less the beginning stages of the attack ship, drill ship, and multi-tool ship. So, if you enjoyed this episode today, please do leave a like. Leave a like? Hit that like button. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. Also, leave a comment for any reason. It doesn't matter. Just talk to me. Whatever. Leave a comment, leave a like, sub for more, and we will see you all in the next episode. Good night, everybody.